woman converts to Islam after she discovered the scientific miracles in the Quran. Let's check it out.
I know. I just had a thought, a rare thing, but I did, Fidelma, which is that you're talking about all the great teachers that have been sent, and I thought, and I gave that list of the great teachers through time. But then I thought, what about Joseph Smith, who, for example, from the Mormon religion, who met the angel Moroni thrice and was given gold plates? And would he qualify as somebody who was sent?
No, we wouldn't see.
You're drawing the line, aren't you?
But we would say that he's an inspired person.
But he wasn't sent.
But not as a manifestation of God. There are
well, how can you tell? How can you tell?
I guess this is where Baha'u'llah just says, investigate truth for yourself. Just go out, look into it with a searching eye, with a scientific approach. And I loved what Peter had said, that the thing that puts people off religion is when the dogma and teachings are being shoved down your throat, whereas what we've been asked to do as mature individuals is search out truth for ourselves.
Indeed, so Baha'u'llah, was he the last prophet? Because it kind of get, that hand game, I used to play it with my grandfather, the hand game like that, as to who's the last prophet.
The latest but not the last is how... The latest but not the last in this progressive line, just like educators in a school.
I'll be with you, Amina, in a second. Kate Smith, very quickly.
Well, firstly, I just want to take issue with one thing that you say, Fidelma, which is, religion as a progressive force. The fact is there are a handful of occasions, and literally a handful, when religion historically has done something progressive, but there are absolutely overwhelming numbers of examples where religion has been a force against progressiveness, and we live in a world where there's lots of homophobia out there. A lot of it is religiously motivated. There's a lot of negative attitudes towards things like women's reproductive rights, and they have a huge negative effect on millions and billions of women around the world, and they're driven by religion. Now, actually what Susie says is right, is that if you look at these religions in any detail, they are not all compatible. It's absolutely impossible to sit there and go, well, no, I think we all believe in the same God, but of course you practice it in a way which means gender apartheid, which means homophobia, which means taking rights away from people. And it's not okay. When you look at all of these things and how incompatible they are, either there's one true God, or what we've seen is the same kind of delusions occurring in lots of different places, in lots of points around the world, and what we should do is accept that they are delusions and move on in a humanist way with progressive social values.
Right. All those great teachers, though. I won't ask you about L. Ron Hubbard, though. I think we probably wouldn't include him. Amina, Muslim Council of Britain, you converted from Christianity to Islam. Why do you believe Islam is right? Is it the true religion?
To me, yes. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Right.
I was brought up as a Christian, loved the teachings of the Bible, but I'm also very much a pragmatist. I like to have things proved to me before I will follow them. So I was looking for the truth. And I had a friend who was Muslim, and she told me about the Quran. I was looking into the Quran, and there were lots of so many scientific facts in the Quran, which was written 1400 years ago by an illiterate guy in a desert. I couldn't deny that it was the truth. These were things that they wouldn't have known then. So that
a lot of that stuff was written before by Galen and people like that for the ancient Greeks, but he might not have heard that.
He wouldn't have known that anyway. So even if that was the case,
merchant roots maybe would have.
Even if that was the case, there would be no way that he would have been able to have access to this. So many of the scientific facts in the Quran are only just being revealed now, sort of by modern science.
It says the world's flat, doesn't it, in the Quran, laid out like a carpet?
No, it says that the world is egg-shaped, which scientifically it is.
Well, scholars used to say, when they thought the world was flat, that it says the world is flat. Yeah, and now so things change.
Yeah, in the West, I think the Western scholars would say, yes, the world is flat, and if you go far enough, you're going to fall off the edge.
What's the clincher for you?
What's
the clincher?
For being a Muslim?
Yeah.
I can ask any question of Islam, and it will give me a logical and scientifically proven answer. But I think very much in this debate, the essence of faith is, I think personally that Islam is correct. Other people, of course, will debate that with me and disagree with me. And that's the beauty of religion, and that we must absolutely be tolerant of other religions or non-religions, because very much we talk about religion, we forget about people's beliefs in non-religion. So, for example, if someone's a capitalist or a
but
whatever,
beliefs have changed with science, and now most of the modern religions accept science. They accept evolution. They accept the science. They accept all those things because they've really got no choice, have they?
Absolutely, but I mean, if you look back at Darwin, for example, there was a massive clash between Darwin theories and the church
at the time.
Because
many church people got on board with it.
Yeah, absolutely. But what was happening, obviously, was because the Darwinistic theories were completely contradicting what the Bible was saying. People were being kind of forced into a camp. Okay, you either have to be one side or the other side. You can't be both, and people felt very divided.
It's not the case now, though, isn't it? Most of the churches do. So, Kate, do you want to come back here?
Well, yeah, I mean, first of all, this idea that something in the Quran is somehow proves and has been proven by science. I mean, firstly, it's just not true. There are verses that contradict other parts of the Quran.
Wow, guys. The last person that was talking, I wish the person that actually edited this video let us listen to it. I think she was kind of against the scientific proof in the Quran. I think she was kind of against it. But I love this show, The Big Question. I think this show is all about, group of, because I'm only seeing ladies there. I don't think that there are any female there, or maybe I'm not that. I'm sure majority of them are females, and I love the way they talk about religion, Christianity, Islam. I love the fact that the Muslim lady spoke about why she believes so much in Islam. The fact that whenever she asks a question about Islam, she's been given, a logical answer. She's been given the answer to every question that bothers her mind, compared to Christianity, which she thinks is not so. And the reason why she was like that is because in Christianity they do say that Trinity, about the Trinity, nobody can give the answers to the Trinity. Because people are not really convinced that there's Trinity in the Bible and Jesus too is not God. People too also have that mindset that Jesus is not God. I'm sure that's the reason why she said in Islam, no matter the question you ask, you'll be given a very logical answer. And she was like, another proof that Islam is the true religion is because of the scientific proof, the way the scientists have proved it to be genuine, through their research. And my God, I wish I was able to listen to the last lady. She was trying to, counter what the Muslim lady said about the scientific proof. But I'm sure the video will be like an hour long, an hour lengthy or so, or maybe 2 hours length. So I'm sure, but even though I come across the video, I don't think I'll be able to react to such long video, such duration of video. I don't think I'll be able to react to it, but it was so interesting to watch. Pardon me, guys, sorry that the video was skipping. I'm sure the person screen recorded this particular video because it was kind of skipping, but the major thing is that the message was passed and we learned a lot from it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.